Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about something that's kind of private, but it also affects, like, nearly everyone. The other day, though it's not the first time it's happened, someone made a comment that was like, I wish I was as pretty as you. It's obviously intended as a compliment towards me, and I've certainly said it to other people. I'm guilty of this too, but I hate hearing it. I hate hearing it. Not because I have an aversion to compliments, but because it's a self-depreciating compliment. You're tearing yourself down at the same time. Guys, we gotta stop doing this to ourselves. I have struggled with self-esteem issues a lot. A lot. I was made fun of and bullied for years upon years because my skin was awful, my hair was poofy, and I was super oddly proportioned to the point where I actually had to wear kids' jeans until I was 15 because my waist was so tiny that even double zeros didn't fit. So then, of course, they were too short, and it looked ridiculous. At some point, my body finally decided to get its act together and not be quite so weird. But the emotional damage had already been done, and that is not so easily fixed. I can hear 1,000 compliments and shoo them away thinking that somebody's just trying to be nice, or they don't want to hurt my feelings, or they just want me to feel better about myself, or any number of things to just kind of make them not relevant. But then I hear one negative thing, and that person must immediately be telling the truth, and they are the right one and the honest one, and nothing can convince me otherwise, and I should feel awful about myself because my eyes look stupid, or my face is derpy, or whatever. And that's not healthy, and I know this, and it's something I've actively been trying to work on. It's not something that gets switched off overnight, and goodness knows I still have a ways to go. But it's kind of like learning to do something like sewing or welding or, I don't know, painting, whatever it is, where the best way to learn is just start doing it. And so I've kind of made a conscious effort to start trying to find little ways to stop chipping away at myself. Because if I stop doing that, then I can eventually get to a point where I don't let other people do it to me either. I know this is something that other people have struggled with. Some of us have had conversations about it. And so I'm issuing a challenge to all of us, myself included, to start letting ourselves be happy with what we look like or what our skills are and what level they're at, and just accepting things and actively finding ways to better ourselves, but in a way that makes us happy and not because we feel like we need to for somebody else. Probably the biggest struggle for me, and the thing that's helped the most at this point, is forcing myself to just accept a compliment. My gut reaction anytime someone says anything positive about my appearance is to disagree with it. Oh, you're just saying that, or something like that. Just brushing it off. And don't do that. You will still do it in your head, especially at first. I was constantly screaming it in my head that they're lying, they're just trying to say that to make you feel better, and they're just saying that. But stop saying it out loud. Say thank you. Say it's one of your favorite shirts or your favorite color or whatever. Say whatever you need to convey your acceptance of this positive thing. But ultimately you have to accept it, however that is that you need to do that. And after you do that for a while, that voice that's screaming in your head that they're just trying to be nice gets a little bit quieter. And eventually you don't notice it so much anymore, and you may be able to shut it up entirely, in which case high fucking five to you. I've been trying to do something like this for probably going on 2-3 years now, and the voice still pops up on occasion, but it's a lot better than it was. And I've started being able to compliment myself in a genuine way and find things about me to feel good about. And I still have issues with maybe some of the overallness, but when you can start finding those little gems of things that you can be truly happy with, it makes it easier to be happy with other things too. And that's been huge for me, and I want everyone, I want you to be able to do that too, because there is enough happening in the world without you letting some random awful person make you feel down about yourself. This doesn't just have to be about appearance things. That's where my issues are rooted in, but it doesn't apply just to that. It could be for skills or whatever, anything. This can apply to anything, but it still all applies. It still all applies. Take the positive feedback and tell the self-doubt voice that today it's staying inside, and it can scream all at once, but you're not gonna let it out into the world today, or tomorrow, or the day after. To make this a little more personal, I want to show you guys something. I wear makeup! I don't think that's any secret. My lips are not naturally purple, and my eyelids do not shimmer gold on their own. Spoilers, sorry. And I wear it because I like it, not like I feel like I need to, or I need to do it to impress anybody else. I like how I look with it on, and I like that I can be kind of creative with it, and I can do myself up to match whatever outfit I've got going on, the same way I can do my hair for whatever. It's like, this is just a part of my outfit and the kind of the overall look I can have. The same way that I'll, like, do my nails and, like, pick the shirt that's got, like, the good cut and flattering color on me and stuff like that. If I can do that for the rest of my outfit, let's coordinate this too, because why not? Because it's fun, because colors are awesome. I don't do it for Jeff or friends or random people I will encounter while I'm out and about. I do it for me because it is a fun thing that I like to do. That's not to say there aren't things about my makeup-less face that I am not self-conscious about. So I don't show myself without at least some makeup to most people, the same way that I am not going to go meet up with them in a dress that makes me look super pregnant or something. But then I see comments like the "I wish I was as pretty as you," and that evil, terrible self-doubt, self-esteem voice starts going, "If only they knew what you really looked like," which is bullshit. But also, it sort of has a point, which I hate to kind of admit. Not everyone is graced with perfect natural beauty. That is a very rare thing for someone to look fucking amazing and perfect and flawless without something going on, like mascara or lipstick or something, just because, like, faces, it's just the way faces are, especially if you're gonna be in photographs and stuff. And I think sometimes that we forget that when we see somebody a certain way all the time, that becomes normal and that becomes natural, and so the idea that that's not what they look like just doesn't really compute very often. So I want to be real with you for a moment and show you something that you don't normally see. The other morning when I was getting ready, I took some pictures. I snapped one when I was done arguing with my hair and finagling my eyeliner into the right place. Girl, as you hear me on that winged eyeliner, man. It's a thing. I took a picture after I did all that, but I also took one before I did all that, right when I woke up. I like that I can get a natural look with my makeup on when I want to do that. And so some people don't really think that I'm not wearing makeup sometimes. But I want everyone to know that it's not a state I join the world in every day, that I do look like something else at first before I decide I'm going to put on my face, then put on my earrings and my shirts and all that. I know for me sometimes it's helpful to have a reminder that for other people I find to be gorgeous all the time don't look like that all the time, and that there's some makeup involved there. So I wanted to throw myself into that pool too, so that way maybe somebody could look at that and be like, oh, we're not all that different. I think she's gorgeous. I must be gorgeous too. Like, obviously, that's the correlation we have to draw here. It's up to you how you want to feel about yourself, and I know it's easier said than done, but once you start really working on how you perceive yourself or your skills or whatever, it gets easier. So, hearts, shitty hand hearts for all of you, and I'll see you later.